Hi CCH family, it's Avery and I'm back for another Devo. Today we're going to be in Daniel chapter 7, and yeah, let's just jump right into it. I won't be reading the whole chapter for time's sake, but I'm just going to summarize a couple verses. So first of all, verses 1 through 8 are talking about Daniel's vision / dream he had, which was a prophecy about 4 nations, and to sum it up really, really broadly, that's a really not exact, but this prophecy had lots of details about supergiant, scary-looking beasts that were mixes of animals and like stood on 2 feet, and all this crazy stuff about like iron teeth and just like super intimidating, frightening stuff. So picture that in mind. That's what's going on. And then the next verses 9, 10, and 11 say this. So Daniel chapter 7 verses 9 through 11. There we go. I watched till thrones were put in place, and the Ancient of Days was seated. His garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head was like pure wool. His throne was a fiery flame, its wheels a burning fire. A fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. 1,000 thousands ministered to him. 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The court was seated, and the books were opened. I watched then because of the sound of the pompous words which the horn was speaking. I watched till the beast was slain, and its body destroyed and given to the burning flame. So, first of all, usually when the Bible says Ancient of Days, it's a reference to, or like refers to God the Father. So, in this situation, we know God the Father is sitting on his throne. We just heard all this crazy stuff about crazy bears and things with wings and all that jazz, and then literally the verse right after just says, in the Ancient of Days was seated. He wasn't pacing around the room. He wasn't running around trying to fix things. He was seated. And then here in verse 12, better. As for the rest of the beasts, they had their dominion taken away, yet their lives were prolonged for a season and a time. And that says taken away, directly taken away. Not lost or conveniently left them, no, but taken, as in there's a higher authority giving them and taking, so just keep that in mind. And the next, Daniel 7:14, just skipping a verse really quick, and then going to this one. Then to him was given dominion, him, Jesus, and glory and a kingdom, that all peoples, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away, and his kingdom, the one, which shall not be destroyed. And I'm going to repeat some things after verse 14, just kind of to make a point. I could just read the whole thing again, but I'm basically going to. It says, and then to him was given dominion and glory, the kingdom that all people, nations, languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion, and then later, which should not be destroyed. Like, no matter what nations, as in this case, or we could just do it abroad, like nations in our day, what nations get, whatever leader or whatever weapon or power, he knew it was coming. God knew it was coming. Jesus saw it. They know. They're fully aware. He sees all the future and all the past, whatever like scale you want to put it on. He knows everything. We can't let what's going on around us shake us. Jesus is still on the throne, no matter what. As we see, this is the end, we could say, or whatever, but time isn't the same for God. He's not just waiting for this to happen. He already is on the throne. So whatever's going on, it's fine. So we have to try our best to fix our eyes on him, no matter what we hear or what evil we see. Like in this time, at least for Daniel, seeing all these crazy beasts from all these nations rising had to have been super scary for him as well as anyone else who heard this prophecy or read it. Like even Daniel says at the end of the chapter, my thoughts greatly troubled me and my countenance changed. Like, it's a lot to bear. No pun intended. It's funny. But seeing how Daniel felt might remind us of the wickedness rising today. Like, mention anything in politics or public schools or anything. It's just like, this is so sad. Why is this happening? But at the end of the day, as we read, the beast is destroyed. The dominion was taken away. They're not going to win in the end. They have, they're doing stuff now, but that doesn't change who's on the throne. We just need to put our hope and trust in his word, opposed to walking by sight. So with that, I thank you guys for your time, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.